What's up, guys? Welcome to another Power Magnet video. I'm making my way to a popular magnet fishing area. I was here over a month ago, and I decided to magnet fish on top of the railroad tracks on the one side. So I always start my videos as I'm walking down railroad tracks, because you never know who's going to be walking down the other way. So I'm checking around on opposite sides to see if, looking at all the trash that's been thrown over the place. I guess because there's been homeless people who've been camping out. Like, look, all this trash right here. Shoes, boots, plastic containers. A lot of trash. So all right, Dad, other than that, wait, what's this over here? That's more debris. All right, other than that, let me get to my magnet fishing stuff, my magnet fishing area, and get set up. I'll see you guys there. All right, guys. I'm at the point where the water level is going to be at its lowest, which is at 10:30 a.m. It's going to be at 0.62 feet. As you can see, the current turned to the west, and I guess about maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, is going to go the other way. So I'm just going to do a little test of what's better, going with the current or going against the current when magnet fishing. So here I go. Or maybe it doesn't matter. What the hell? Something fell in the water. Hope it wasn't something that belongs to me. I gotta make sure the rope's not tangled up. Last time I magnet fished here, I was pulling out a shopping cart and the rope wrapped around the railing. I didn't know that. I'm trying to pull the shopping cart and I slipped and I almost went in. See if I got anything on there. Nope, nothing on that throw. All right, let me get this untangled. All right, let's see if I can get this item here. If it's metal. Right. Yep. All right, what is this? Some type of support post or something. Has two holes on each side. Probably mounted. Maybe probably use it for mounting a flagpole or something, or maybe another pipe over that. I don't know. Well, there's something. All right, let me get this cleaned up. All right, I think I might have a bike on here. Oh, came off. Will I get it again? I don't know. See if anything else on the magnet. I do have my hook. What's left of it. Hear voices. I think somebody's around. See if we can retrieve the bike again. I might have to use the hook. What's left of the hook? Yeah, I think it's right there. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get the hook. All right, guys, I got the hook in the water. Listening for trains that might come by. So, see if I can retrieve the bike. Like I said, it's only half the grappling hook. The other pieces broke off. So, see if I can still grab the bike. Like I said, I'm going against the current. What the hell's that? That's a stick. And get that out of the way. I think the bike was located over here. It's gonna be hard for the grappling hook to hook onto the bike. It all depends what end is facing down in the water, because the other pieces broke off. What's this? There it is. Held on by one hook. Damn, what is this? This is freaking heavy. It's a bike. That thing was down there for a long time. I don't know if this is some type of netting or is it Nah. Might be some type of netting. It's not, no, it's not, I thought maybe it was this stuff, this green stuff here. But it's not. It's some type of netting because I had a rope on it. Yeah, this thing has some weight. Probably filled with mud and everything. What the hell was that noise? There might be something underneath. Might have to make a second trip when I leave here in order to take that bike out of here. So, all right, let me get it cleaned up. All right, guys, I came down here because something caught my eye. Last time I was here, all this wasn't here because it was, I guess, the middle of spring. So all this overgrowth here wasn't here. But I don't want to, trying to avoid the rocks. I'm gonna throw it in the water. Ah, shit. That wasn't good. I missed my mark. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, that was better. Also trying to avoid the mud here, because I will sink. And I don't want to step on these wooden posts here, or wooden, whatever you want to call them, what's left of them, because they will be slippery. Okay. There we go. I think there's another piece down there. It's a piece of piping here. A little piece of the metal. Let me throw it in and get the other piece. Try and be careful. Stay away. Oh shit. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, didn't hit the rocks, good. Oh, wow, that piece of metal. Oh shoot. Alright, got a little piece of metal on there. Oh, what is that? Wait a minute. Railroad spikes. Oh, I thought a train was coming. I got railroad spikes. Whoops. Whoa! 3 of them. Well, this is not a railroad spike, I don't think. No, it's got threads on it. That's not a railroad spike, so I got 2. I wasn't expecting that. But I'm not going back up until I get that other piece of metal out of the water. Careful, careful, careful. If I had my waders, I wouldn't mind stepping in the mud, but I don't have my waders. Alright, I think I got it. But I gotta stand up. Whoa! Gotta stand up here. It's a little cloudy. I can't tell if I got it or not. Yeah, I got it. Let's see if it stays on there. 4,000, I think it's 4,250 pound magnet. Whoops. Should stay on there. I gotta get up there. I gotta go to the other side. Ooh. I didn't think I would get any railroad spikes. I thought they were all been fished out of the water here. I've been down here a couple of times. Well, only one time this year. So I came away with no railroad spikes. Only rebar. Rebar, shopping carts, and other pieces of metal. Alright, let me get this cleaned up. Alright, I'm on the other side. Look at that, I can see straight down. I can see all the metal. A long piece of rebar. I don't know if you guys can see that, where my finger is, going all the way around. Long piece of rebar. We got a tire with a rim on it. And we got, whatever the hell, that's probably a, I don't know if that's a piece of metal or a broom handle or whatever. Then we got another piece of metal. So I'm gonna throw the magnet in. The water's starting to go the other way now. So, but the advantage I have is where I can see it. So I'm gonna have to conduct a better test next time when because when the water's deeper and the current's stronger. Because when the water's steady like this, you shouldn't have a problem pulling stuff out of the water. And especially when you can see it. I don't know what this is, a pipe or rebar. I think it's I don't think it's yep. It's some type of frame, it's not a pipe. I'm gonna aim for that other pipe down there. I'm not going for that big piece of rebar because, oh shit, landed right on the rocks. I don't think that thing's magnetic. It's a problem with a two-sided magnet. Oh yeah, it's magnetic. It's got some weight to it. Big piece of pipe. I'm gonna have a hell of a time carrying this out. I got the bike, I got this big giant piece of pipe. I'm not even done yet, unless a train comes by. Actually, I'm gonna throw this stuff so it's not in the way of the train. I mean, I don't think the train's gonna hit it, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Throw it where the bike frame is. Right. Oh, the water current's starting to pick up. All right. Rope's all tangled up. Alright, let me untangle this rope. I'll be back. Alright, I got something on here. Actually, I could probably resume the testing because the current's starting to pick up. And that's the reason why I waited. I wanted to see if I could still remove large items out of the water going against the current. So here I go. Move this down. So far nobody's come around. I don't hear any trains or anything, so oh, I spoke too soon. Somebody's coming down here. What are they, on a bike? That's a real bumpy ride. You're on a bike. He stopped. I don't know what he's doing. It's just, oh, that's a stick. Anything on the magnet here? Nope. I don't think there's anything. All right. Here I go. There is something sticking out of the wood over there. It looks like might be could either be branches or a frame. Alright, the guy on the bike's approaching. He's about 50 feet out. Closing in. Alright, see what's on the magnet here. It doesn't look like anything. I'll just dunk it back in there. He's about 20 feet. Oh, I got something on here. Is that?
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Clean out the tracks, yeah.
Oh, thanks. I don't know what the heck this is. It looks like it's got a hole right there. Maybe it's like maybe it's a rubber grommet right here. Yeah, it's a rubber grommet right there. And I don't think it went to a wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow wouldn't have that. Automotive might have it. Something like this, so it's kind of light, so. All right, get this cleaned up. I got something down here. What is it? What is it? Oh, it's one of those railroad clamps. See if I could find one around here. Usually they're underneath the railroad tracks here. These are the hold down clamps here. I forgot I wasn't even recording. Usually I shut the camera off and then restart it when I have the magnet in the water, but this is what I got. It's a railroad clamp. All right, so far so good. Of course, these magnets really stick to cast iron. No matter how long it stayed in the water, no matter how heavy it is, these magnets will stick to cast iron like you wouldn't believe, just like rebar and stuff. Any light metal, that's why sometimes you need a hook like a bike or something. Cast iron is considered heavy metal. A bike, a shopping cart, any light frames or stuff like that are considered light iron. You know, I still want to I want to check out that pole. I think it's a wooden pole. Yeah, it's a wooden pole. I don't think it's metal. What the hell is this little thing on there? I don't know. Probably went to this hole here. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think that green thing, I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't think it's metal. Because looking at the end looks like it's wood, and plus it's surrounded by rocks. So, I mean, this magnet's been through a beating so far. So hopefully, by the end of summer, I'll switch back to the 360 magnet instead of two-sided. By that time, I'll be in pretty good shape. Because, like I said, this magnet's 10 pounds, so if I get a 360, it's going to weigh half that amount. I think this is the heaviest magnet on the market. I don't think it's anything more than 10 pounds. That current's really getting really strong now. I'm still conducting the test. But in order for it to work out, I need to find something that's heavy. Something that's heavy that's in the ground. That's halfway in the ground, not all the way in the ground. Because last time I was here, I was going with the current, and I had the shopping cart. Now, if anybody saw that video where I almost fell in the water, the current was going this way. It was going towards the west, and it was like this. The current was this strong, about this strong. But you got to figure, when I got that shopping cart, it carried the current, not the magnet, but the current. Even when I had it on the shopping cart, it carried it all the way underneath this bridge here. So, but that's what I need something big. I mean, I could try out maybe I could try out the tire there with the rim. I think it's the rim still on there. It looks like the rim's still on there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see how that works out. See if I could get that out of the water. Just using the magnet. Feels like I got something down there, but should be tree branches and stuff. Whoa, I don't want to get too close to that. Could be metal going around that. Yeah, I got something. It's a tree branch. Yeah, it looks like a piece of metal. Yep. Little light frame here. Like a corner frame. Let's see if I can. It looks like the rim's still on there. But like I said, there's rocks. There's rocks there, so let's see if my aiming is good. Any good? Nope. Nope. The problem when you got a rail like this, is open like this, and you're trying to watch your footing and watching your throw, because you don't want to end up in the water. Alright, let's try that again. Anything on the magnet? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Oh, we got another visitor coming. Ooh, did I land it on there? Yeah, I landed right on top. I'm inside the tire now. I don't think this. What's that? I'm not fishing. I'm magnet fishing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got all that metal out of the water right there. Hey, you don't have to worry. You don't worry. You have to worry about your fishing pole or getting tangled up, or your fishing line getting tangled up. All right, let me get a. I got my hook in the water. I'll move that hook.
No, I'm going to.
That's okay. I got to leave in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
You wouldn't know what time the train comes by here.
Okay.
They don't have a train schedule that comes through here, do they?
I don't.
Like a bus schedule?
No.
Oh, I think I got my hook stuck. I think I got it off. Well, at least I didn't break off the other ends. Or maybe I did. Yeah, that end broke off. This really. All right, guys. My battery went dead for the most part, and plus that guy was trying to, he's going to fish in that area, so I figured I'd just get up and go. As for that tire in the water, I couldn't get the tire out. I think the tire's stuck in the mud. But I came down here to check out the boat ramp area, and this and see if I can magnet fish, but it doesn't look like I can magnet fish here because of all these stones here, all these rocks. And plus there's no parking. So that's what I'll be doing. I go around on Google Earth and I check around boat ramp areas just to see if I could magnet fish in that area. I mean, I've done a couple of them. I've done a couple areas where I was able to magnet fish and be able to get something out of the water, but here it doesn't look too good. And this is, you look to my right over there, that's where the end of Little Timber Creek is. And then this is the beginning part of the Delaware River. So, but, yeah, I'm not gonna be magnet fishing here, so. All right, time to check out. All right, guys, I'm gonna close out this video with the finds of the day. Hey, of course, let me get my gloves on for this. All right. You see, pulled out a couple big items. Got this big pipe here. Got this long pipe here, and this long pipe here, and this is a metal frame, maybe an undercarriage or something. It's not a pipe because the way it's shaped more square. This might have went to a vehicle. I think that might have been a drain plug or something. Then we got the bike, the other piece of the bike here, other piece of the metal. This, I don't know if this is part of the bike. Might have been part of the bike. Got this here, and railroad clamps. Well, railroad spikes here. Railroad clamp there, and this is not a railroad spike. It's got a thread on it. It does go to the railroad. It goes to the platform. The mesh, the metal mesh that's on the platform. These go through the mesh into the wood underneath, so to hold it in place. So, but hey, you know, not too bad of a day. I got about 70, maybe 80 pounds of metal out. That was a good start. And if anybody wonders, you know, I used to have a truck I used to do this with, but I had to scrap my truck last month. It was in the shop for a year, and I was going through a couple of welders to see if it could get fixed, and they said the frame underneath can't be fixed. It rusted from the inside. It was the gearbox frame underneath, and I think it's the main frame under there that rotted from the inside out, and it could not be welded. So I had to retire the truck to the scrapyard. So hopefully, maybe someday, the fall, the winter, maybe I come by and get another truck. So, because I can't be doing this, using this car, you know, I can't be doing this too long with the car, you know, loading all this scrap up. It just, you know, I don't know. But other than that, if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.